Okay, so you're becoming an audio engineer and you're new at it, so you have no clients. At first, it's going to be a little hard to get some, but you don't just have to sit around and wait for someone to knock on your door. There's some things you can do, some skills you can build that will eventually attract clients. I was an artist before an engineer, and when I was looking at who to get to mix my songs and stuff like that, one of the most important things I would look for is the quality of their work. So I'm breaking this video down into 3 parts: how to practice recording, how to practice mixing, and how to practice mastering. Alright, so first, recording. If you need to practice it, super easy, but first there's a few things I want to explain. First, all you need is a mic, and then you can start in your bedroom. Now, doing the vocals yourself and engineering yourself at the same time is sort of hard, but what you can do is record yourself a few times and make a couple of recording templates and see how they affect your voice. So there's loads of examples of templates on YouTube. You can even buy pre-made templates, or you can even make your own. Alright, so if you want to make your own preset but you don't know how, just find a song that you think the vocals sound really good in, and then try to get your vocals to have a similar sound. Everyone's got a different voice and people use their voices differently, so it's going to be impossible to get your voice to sound exactly the same as another artist. But as long as you can get like a similar vibe or feeling, you're good. Some people don't really have much on their recording templates, other people have a lot. Just depends on the style you're going for and whatever the artist wants. Some people record with no template, just dry vocals, and I think this is fine if you're just making a rough song or something. But if you're trying to make like a professionally made song, I would say you should use a template. So there's 2 main reasons for this. The first one is it helps the artist when they're recording, they can hear how their voice is going to sound. Like, they'll give them a rough estimate of how their voice will sound during the final version of the song. So it boosts their confidence, and when their confidence is being boosted, they can give a better performance. The second reason is because it actually helps the song become closer to completion during the recording session. Basically, like the first point, from the second you start recording, you have a rough idea of how a vocal will start sounding. With all the effects and plugins in, you can easily pick what you want to keep or what you want to redo, or even what you want to take out completely. Instead of fixing it during the mix, there's no surprises. This way you actually hear what's going on. So this also helps in the mixing phase, because now the mix engineer knows what type of a sound you're going for. They don't have to start, fixing things up, editing sounds. They can just polish what you already have. Or they can even try recreating the sounds using the dry trackings instead of wasting all that time fixing the issues. So once you have all that down, just try inviting some friends over and recording them. You don't charge them for the session, just have fun with it. If you don't have any friends that make music, try finding someone on Reddit, or maybe even like smaller local artist whose music you like, and try seeing if they're willing to come over. Just invite them over and see what happens. It'll be a lot easier with your friends, but trust me, there's people who hustle and they'll be willing to spend like $10 to $20 an hour to come to your bedroom to record if you can make them sound good. Alright, so now mixing. Practicing mixing without a client can be a little tricky, but there's 3 ways to go about it in my opinion. So the first way is making a song and mixing it yourself. Not really too much to explain there. You literally make a song or a beat and you mix it. The second way is offering to mix songs for free. Lots of artists will take someone up on this kind of an offer. I see it happening every day online, and I think it's a good way to build up a small portfolio so you can actually find paying clients who will be willing to pay you for your services. Honestly, just go online on Reddit and post up an ad saying you're willing to mix some songs for free, and you'll probably have like 5 replies within an hour, I swear to God. The third way to practice mixing is one that can be a bit overwhelming for people who are new at mixing, but in my opinion, it'll give you some of the best quality songs to work with. What I'm talking about is mixing songs that have already been released. A lot of people don't know this, but some songs have what they actually call multitracks available to download online for free. Multitracks are just basically all the individual tracks of a song in one place. You download the multitrack and you get all the individual parts of a song. So you get the drums, the melodies, the vocals, all of that is separated into its own track. Yeah, so I'm looking at it right now. You can download In the Club by 50 Cent and you get all the parts of it. You get the lead vocal, the backing vocals, the electronic drum kit, the synths. Dude, you can download the multitrack for Because I Got High, and it's only 5 separate parts. What? Alright, so you just download the multitrack, load them up into the DAW that you use, and then you can try to get them as close to the original version as you can, or you can even try to get creative and make something new. Just Google multitracks and you'll find hundreds. Okay, so now mastering. Honestly, getting practice for mastering is done in the same way you get practice for mixing. You can master your own songs after you mix them. You can offer to master already mixed songs for free, or you can find pre-mixed songs online and try mastering those. Or you take the multi-tracks, mix the multi-tracks, and then you can master the multi-tracks. So that's pretty much it for this week. Just some simple ways to build up your skills. You do this for a little bit, then you can build a small portfolio, and once you have that put together, you're finally ready to start finding artists to work with. In the next one of these, I'll be going over how to find your first client and some of the steps you can take to keep that client, because it can be sort of hard getting the ball rolling when it comes to being your own boss. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week.